Okay. Some more Audiovector. So, second room already with Audiovector, but what is this? Oh, this is their triangle. Oh, I've heard about this model. Hey, how are you?
Good.
I've never seen this model of Audiovector.
My speakers are in phase this time.
Okay, this is cool. Trapeze. Cool. Interesting track. It's got to be the most unique box cabinet. See what they got over here. Kimber cable.
That's mine too. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
See here. Let's get some specs on this thing. Black and white. This is tough to read here. Let's see.
It's impossible to read.
Yes, that's.
Yeah, I'm
Is there
sorry.
specs on here?
No, they gave it to us. They
Okay.
printed them out. It's just not useful.
Wow, that is small.
Please don't put that in your post.
Yes. Wow.
That's the worst this room gets. I'll be happy with it.
Yes.
Love your
Well, they're
show.
very. Thank you.
Great show.
Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
enjoy
Yeah.
it.
This is my first time. The first time they were in Munich, but I didn't get a chance to hear them. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I showed them a few years ago.
You did. Okay.
Very small showing with some classic clips, some clip heritage. The room did wonderful, but it was
Really?
just so underwhelming. So we thought we'd do a more of a full presentation here. Trapezes are interesting, so we wanted to bring a little more notoriety to
Sure.
Trapeze audio, and it does well. I could have stepped. I wish the prestige versions were available of the balanced, and they weren't. So I went with just the single-ended, the pre and the DAC.
Gotcha.
And I think next time I would have done monoblocks, but still it turned out okay. Hopefully you
Does
enjoy
this Audiovector have the grounding post
it.
on
Yes,
the
it
back?
does. Yeah, that's on
Okay.
the back as well.
Yeah, are y'all using that or?
Yes.
Yeah. So what do you tie it into? You have a distributor box or anything?
Right? Oh, into the Niagara.
Okay.
Yeah. How do you find it?
Oh, I like it. I like it.
They're enjoyable.
What about, has it resonated, the wife acceptance factor?
It's funny. I've had some where they come in, literally go, "Oh my God, it's beautiful! Exactly what I'm looking for."
Right.
And I'm not kidding. The same day, someone go, "Wow, who would buy that?"
Right, yeah.
So, and that's also the same thing. Thanks guys so much. It's the same thing that we find with clips quite a bit.
Yeah.
So the clip heritage, and it'll be incredible. What fits my place, stunning. And I've had someone say, "Who can put this in their house? How does this work?"
Right.
It's all about your preference in design. This is essentially this is a version of mid-century modern. The height, the shape.
Mid-century modern, perfect.
It really is a lot like the clip heritage stuff, the JBLs, the 100s, all these. They were little Warpdales with the fabric grills. It has that mid look to it. That's where they came from. This 1979 version of what they originally did, reimagined and made into something quite spectacular.
Yeah, and almost the Art Deco metal on the bottom, like
so much so.
That makes a big difference, I think. Just that little ring at the bottom.
It really has that.
If you didn't have that,
vibe,
adding that Art Deco, I think, makes it a modern, mid-century modern, but also current modern.
It does. Overall, I think they did well with it. I think they hit the nail on the head. It's not going to be for everybody, of course. Nothing ever is. If you want something safer, the speakers to the left. The QR series has a good classic slim tower, fits anywhere. This was for that guy that goes, and he has that design, he has that room, it just seems to go. He's got the Eames and Sheridan just lined.
Yes, exactly. What's the price point on these?
$25,000.
$25,000. Okay. And
do you get a deal on the Eames chair? I'm looking for the chair, not the speaker.
I went with a Sheridan. It's more comfortable.
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's a beautiful.
It's also wider arms, so you can't drop anything down. I was playing that Lester and Chester song actually. It was really good.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah,
cool.
it was interesting because I was listening to your review on Montreal on the PS Audio room. Right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one where they were out of phase.
I was there.
Okay. Yeah.
And I was the guy that commented how the cable was brought in and it was.
Oh, you were the one that had the behind the scenes. What was? Yeah. So there was actually a cable miswired.
It's this. No, it's this right here. So the cables were dropped out because I brought over cables for them. I brought over carbon XLs for them.
Okay.
See these here? In transportation, on one side, both of those came off. This just pops off.
Okay.
So when I took it, and on the carbon XLs, you'll see when it's on the head there, that only indicator, there's nothing on the cable, only indicator is on the plug. He didn't think.
That came off too. So
No, just the little caps came off. He just put the two caps back on the wrong side. And the problem was plugged it in because the whole test had already been finished and done. If you stood to the side where the laptop was, the bass was ridiculous.
Well, yeah, because
he plugged it in, and I dropped them off. Someone plugged them in, and they just stood to the side. They played a couple songs for like an hour or two.
Right.
Never went back to the middle.
Oh, yeah.
So I came in, and I put a song on. I'm on the second song, and I looked at a guy, and the guy's looking at me. I went, he goes like this. I came over to the middle, and the minute you passed about the second chair, you went, oh my God. We came to the back, flipped it back. How could you not hear that? Easy if you've done your tests, and they go, oh, let's just put in the one level higher cable. And when you stood here, the bass was absurd. When you actually put it remarkably proper in phase, the bass was a little lighter here. Perfect, of course, in the middle. And then it's funny because I sat there and I went, good Lord, how long, guys, how did you miss this? Everyone said, well, only one person was in the room at the time. And we never went back to the middle.
Yeah.
And then I go, hope nobody heard it. And about an hour later, someone came out, I think Don goes, some dude's got a review on this, man. I went, are you kidding me? And you were very fair about it. Because it was in the middle.
Right.
It wasn't listenable.
Well, I mean, I'm glad that it was something that I wasn't hearing. I knew I wasn't hearing. I knew I was hearing something bad.
No, that would've
so
been
I thought it was worthwhile to say something.
Oh, 100%. Oh, we had to.
Because people were leaving.
But it's also interesting because the minute, when I first caught it, there's two guys in the front and they stayed. And by the second song, the guy goes, "This is the best I've heard." And then the guy looked at me. I went, something was off.
Yeah.
And I went in the middle. And when I put it on, the guy goes, "Oh, what'd you do?" We preferred it the other way.
Come on.
And like how spatial it was.
Oh wow.
And I thought this. I went, I've never heard that before from anybody. It was very unique to hear, but it was very clear how off it was and the amount of people that stayed. And then, thankfully, and thank you, you came by on the Sunday and you went,
fixed. Yeah, all fixed.
which was interesting because that was. Some people got yelled at that.
Well, I mean, look, it's not the first time it's happened.
Are you kidding me?
No, I
Not
mean,
even-
it's happened
not
many.
even- Not even close.
There is several times the first day I go into rooms, there are some that are out of phase, and usually I say something. And,
It was only because we brought the upgrade cable,
mhm.
and WBT caps pop off.
Pop off, and
They make them pop off for God knows why, what reason, but they can.
Right.
And someone just did this.
Totally.
Back on, and I went, you can't do that. And only the Carbon XL is the cable that doesn't have, the only indicator of renting is on those two caps that pop off.
Interesting.
And someone didn't bother. It's only if you have the angled. If you've got the spade, you're fine. But if you in the straight, you're fine. Only the angled does it pop off.
Interesting.
Only on the angled, which is what are on my Carbon XLs, is that cap. So I enjoyed listening to all the comments because you were quite bizarrely fair about it and how you were, it can happen. And it did, and they caught it, and we did. But only because it wasn't, no one stood here over, the PC was here.
Yeah,
That
that's
the
common.
moderator didn't catch it.
I've gone to a Sunday show on the
No.
Sunday and gone into a room when it's still out of phase because the guy is off axis all weekend, and then he's never
we
really.
caught it about, I think, 2:30-ish.
Okay.
So 2 hours and a bit.
I think I came around 11, uploaded my video pretty soon.
I think we only opened, 11, so I thought
I came pretty early, I think.
Yeah, so I only dropped the cables off just before 12. I dropped the
Yeah.
cables off.
So most of the show, it was fixed. So that's the key.
Yeah, it was off for about 2.5 hours, but that's enough. And then,
Yeah.
and you got a lot of followers. He puts the video out with it. I go, how did you get it out so fast? I go, oh my God. But you were just great about it. And it actually, I'm not kidding, the amount of people, huge turnouts to come in.
That come and check it. Yeah, I mean,
and they
some,
wanted to hear what was so
fixed.
messed up about it.
Oh, they did. They wanted to hear it out of
I had
phase.
people sit down and go like this. They went, and look at me and they go, I go,
You fixed
you're not
it.
gonna hear it. He goes, oh, shit, you fixed it? I go, of course I fixed it. He goes, what was it? And I was just like, I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you.
Well, I tried to explain. I was getting a lot of stories at the time that it was this, it was that, and the other. But what you said makes total sense. That happens at a show
Because
very
the
easy.
setup was completely finished. Music playing. Oh, here's upgrade cables. Thanks. They took out one cable, plug, other cable, plug, and they went and stood back to the side.
Yep, and that's a
And it
common
had
problem.
nothing to do about Paul had done his full test. Everything was great. It was after that.
Okay.
And arguably is because the cables come also in a fabric black bag.
Okay.
So you don't see them in the bottom. It's not like you open it up and then they come out. And someone should know better. Yeah,
Well, one mistake you won't make again, and
oh, you know what? It actually made our room so incredibly popular.
yeah.
We got so much traffic from the big
Instead of people leaving after a few seconds.
It was
Yeah,
like a car crash that made people come and check us out.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you filled it in because yeah, I didn't recognize you from that room.
Oh, no,
you know.
I didn't see you there.
Okay.
I didn't see you on the Sunday. I wasn't there the Sunday I left.
Okay.
And I only got there back to the room after I dropped off the cables back around 2:30.
Okay.
So you and I wouldn't have met. And that's why you came in today. The first thing I said to you, I don't know if you heard it. I'm in phase today, don't worry.
Oh, I didn't. Even, maybe it'll be on camera on the video.
It will,
Okay.
you know, you're playing that back.
Maybe I'll title that video "Room in Phase." Well, this sounds great, and this for that price point and this look this is going to resonate with people. Now, the trapeze design, I guess it's for internal cabinet resonances. And stuff.
Yes, I mean, that originally came up with him in 1979 when the dad came up with it.
Okay.
Old Keith Loth and now his son Mads, they...
This is basically a legacy design they
all it is,
reissued. Yeah.
With some of their new push-pull technology from the R6s. It's got in the paper driver, you know, and the 8 on the 12 there, kind of keeping it classic looking.
Yeah.
But it sounds nice.
And the off-center drivers help with the dispersion pattern
100%,
breaking up.
especially
Yeah.
when it's that wide. I don't think you would normally want to have them centered.
Yeah, you definitely would.
The imaging
Yeah.
could suffer. That's from my opinion.
No, I think that's a smart move. It looks attractive. Those two little metal things, give them props on that. That, to me,
Okay, so an hour ago, I had a guy come in and sit down and go, I like the speakers, but I can't understand why they did all that metal.
really.
And right after that, and you're the second guy to go, that metal makes it.
Yeah.
Makes
Well,
it pop.
Is
Yes.
that an AMT tweeter?
Yes, it is. And it's interesting, the port on the back of the speaker at the top is not for bass, it's actually back venting of the speaker. Yeah, they back vent the
Okay.
speaker.
All right. Well, great room. Good seeing you.
Absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Enjoy your report.
All right. Thanks.
I always enjoy it. Thank you.
Very nice.